It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Breaks through the contact. And still fighting. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of all-pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. Taking it about the 36. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 29 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice
rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. From the gun on third down, Mahomes flush to his right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review. So,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
This one into the hands of Aguilar.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 61 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
44 yards.
and the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down one does for me.
The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A check down here for Henry.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to throw the flag, a good one by Andy Reid. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead is up to 5. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry, and he will not get there. He comes up short, and they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Oh, a heck of a move. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Down to about the 23.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
Running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Pacheco once again.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.